Startling data reveals that false confessions play a role in nearly 29% of DNA exoneration cases nationwide, implicating innocent individuals in crimes they never committed. Even more disturbingly, in wrongful murder convictions, this figure soars to 61, with many confessors enduring decade-long prison sentences before exoneration. These statistics underscore a harrowing paradox. Despite confessions being perceived as the gold standards of evidence in criminal trials, they frequently become instruments of injustice, contributing to over 5,281 collective years lost among the exonerated. I don't fucking need to tell you what a false confession is. You already know what the fuck it is. I'm Meat Mountain of a man, Mustafa. Thanks for tuning in to listen to me babble about some bullshit. Today, we'll be exploring why people confess to crimes that they didn't commit. Go do your laundry, go do your homework, go play, Roblox or something cool. Subscribe if you're new. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy. Cut through the foreskin, false confessions are a systematic cancer, not rare anomalies. Now, allow me to reiterate, the Innocence Project's data is a gut punch. 29% of DNA exoneration involved false admissions, skyrocketing to a sickening 61 in wrongful murder convictions. To really fucking hammer that home. That's not a margin of error, it's a catastrophic failure. Juveniles are especially fucked, accounting for 38% of youth exoneration cases versus an 11% for adults. And here's the shit kicker, these aren't numbers. Each represents decades stolen. Like I said before, 5,284 collective years lost to prison hell for the innocent. Perpetrators commit an additional 154 violent crimes, including rape and murder, walking free. You want real-world examples? I got 'em, pussy fart. The Central Park 5. Black and Latino teens coerced into confessing to a rape they didn't fucking commit. After hours of psychological torture, cops lied about evidence, fed them crime details, and broke them down until they traded their freedom for the hope of going home. Then there's Brendan Dassey, a 16-year-old with cognitive limitations, manipulated into confessing to a murder in a 4-hour investigation without a lawyer. His confession was pure fiction, parroting cops' leading questions, yet it buried him under a life sentence. And the victims get doubly fisted in all of this. First, by going through what the hell they went through, and then by a system that just decided to say fuck all black, brown, and, vulnerable groups. Because prosecutors prioritize closure over the truth. Everyone loses in this case. There's going to be about 3 reasons why people falsely confess. First, you have your voluntary false confessions, and that's basically when the mind snaps. Motivations here are darkly human. Imagine confessing to shield a child, craving fame in a delusional spiral, or drowning in misplaced guilt. Mental illness is also a common thread, untreated psychosis or profound depression twisting reality. Take the case of Melissa Lucio, not in search results but implied by context. A survivor of lifelong abuse, psychologically battered until she admitted to killing her daughter. Her vulnerability weaponized against her. These confessions are a scream into a void, distorted bid for control when the world feels apocalyptic. Then you have the coerced compliant confessions. Basically, just say it and we'll stop. This is where the system shows its teeth. Interrogators break suspects down with exhaustion, threats, and false promises. Going back to the Central Park 5, they folded after 30 plus hours of sleepless torment. Cops promised, say you were there and you'll go home. Guess what, douchebag? They didn't fucking go home. Served years for a crime DNA later proved they didn't fucking commit. It's about survival, not guilt in those circumstances. When authority figures scream,
"We know you fucking did it, douchebag. You're gonna fucking hang for that shit."
For hours, the brain chooses short-term escape over long-term disaster. And number 3, you have the coerced internalized confession. Gaslighting as a state policy. You remember in one of my previous videos how I said eyewitness testimony is poop ass because memory is dog shit? This is also at Prey. Memory isn't a vault, it's clay. Stress and fatigue and psychological manipulation reshape it. Cops feed suspects false details. Your fingerprints were on the victim. Exploit disorientation and invent scenarios like repressed memories or blackouts. Brendan Dassey, the kid with the room temperature IQ, was told many lies. He started doubting his own alibi. After hours of interrogation, he tearfully recalled slitting a throat, a detail cops invented. Coerced internalized confessions are not fucking confessions. They're brainwashing. No other way to fucking put it. Juveniles are sitting ducks. Their brains scream, make it stop, not protect your future. Studies prove teens are 2 to 3 times more likely to confess falsely, especially when separated from parents. And don't even get me fucking started on cognitive impairments. That's a green light for coercion. Like I said before, and I keep bringing them up, Dassey's intellectual limitations made him putty in interrogators' hands. People with mental illness or developmental disabilities, like the 9% of false confessors. I'm gonna say that again. Like the 9% of false confessors with documented mental health issues can't grasp Miranda's rights or resist procedures. Here is the fucking playbook of coercion. Lengthy interrogation are a torture designed as procedure. Suspects get around 12, 24, or even 30 plus, no sleep, no hours, just fluorescent lights and psychological warfare until exhaustion blurs reality. I talked about the Central 5, but I didn't tell you how long they were being interrogated for. 30 hours of relentless questioning. Their confession weren't admission of guilt, but a desperate bid for survival. Then you have minimization and maximization. Cops weaponize lies. Minimization is like, just say you were there, it was an accident, and you'll get probation. Maximization, we have your DNA on the victim. If you don't confess, you're getting the death penalty. Both tactics exploit fear and hope to manufacture compliance. And then you have the fucking presentation of false confession. It's state-sponsored gaslighting. Cops wave fake lab reports, lie about fingerprints, or invent eyewitnesses who ID'd the suspect. 75% of false confession cases, I'm gonna say that again, and 75% of false confessions cases, cops fabricate evidence to break resistance. It's not investigation, it's psychological entrapment. Finally, you have the whole entire good cop, bad cop, emotional manipulation theater. A bad cop screams, you're gonna die in prison, while the good cop offers salvation. Confess and I'll protect you. This good cop, bad cop dynamic preys on vulnerability, turning interrogation rooms into psychological slaughterhouses. Now, I'm someone who believes if you're gonna bitch about something, you should present solutions. Full recording of interrogation isn't radical, it's basic fucking transparency. Audio and video, start to finish. No lost tapes. No forgot to press record. Every word is documented, and cops can't lie about coercion, and juries see the manipulation in HD. As well as special protections for vulnerable must be law, not charity. Juveniles need lawyers present before questioning. Mentally ill suspects require evaluation. Non-English speakers get certified interpreters, not cops translating threats. As well as reforming police training by burning the read technique. Replace coercion with investigative interviewing, building a repertoire, asking open questions, and seeking truth over confession. The UK's peace method slashes false confessions by 42%. It works. I just thought of this as well. Expert testimony in court shatters confession equals guilt myth. Psychologists must educate jurors on how stress, coercion, and vulnerability create false admission. When DNA exonerations prove 29% of confessions are lies, ignorance is no defense. This isn't about academics, it's the blood on the floor. A system that extracts false confession from the vulnerable kids, the traumatized, the mentally shattered, isn't flawed, it's fucking predatory. We know the cost. 5,284 years of stolen lives. 154 violent crimes committed by real monsters walking free. Generations of black, brown, and poor communities watching justice devour their children. Justice isn't a conviction rate. It's the scalpel precise work of condemning the guilty and freeing the innocent. Until we gut the interrogation tactics that produce lies and protect the broken protocols that entomb them, we are all complicit. That's all I gotta say. I've been Mustafa. This has been another shitty video for you to do your laundry to. I hope you hated it, because I hated it. Smash that dislike button. Subscribe because I know you're a masochist. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.